Hello everybody, welcome back to Sonic Generations. Last time we left off, we finished off the first area, completed all the challenges you can see right up there so you can't call me a liar. And we're going to continue on into the next section, which is right next door. So let's move in straight away. It's moving into the Dreamcast and such now. Nah, I miss a balloon. Oh well. I am not the best at the classic Sonic stages. As I said before, I'm more preferred of the modern stages. But I can do okay at the classic ones, just not as good. Nope, let's get away from these barrels. Hey, Chow Knight. Oh god, Chows, that's right. One thing everybody knows about this game, whoever's played it, is the annoying tutorial little robot. If you don't know what it is, it's Oma Chow. He's a robot, and he's basically he basically teaches you things. By when you interact with him, he just starts talking. The thing is, he's annoying as hell. Ow. He's annoying. Very annoying. I have that disabled because, well, I know the game. I have no need for it, and there's no real need to turn it on for this video because, in reality, it would just be telling things I would already talk about. Such as jumping, boosting, it just tells you the obvious. Wait, let's just make our way up here, and I believe... Oh yeah, this is up. I thought there was going to be one more. Oh god, these guys, right. You want to be careful around those. I timed it. Those yellow flying enemies... Oh, those green flying enemies, what am I on about? They would electrocute you if you were to get them at a certain point. See here? They make a little electric field around them. Ooh, red ring. Aha, I got it. That's one red ring I don't have to worry about. Up I go. Oh, Dispel. I love Dispel. Dispel's... I think I remember this was originally how you entered the level in Sonic Adventure 1 that this is based on. But you know, that's not how you enter here, so instead they kind of put it in as sort of a hint, as sort of a little, you know, way to get rings. Sadly, it's not infinite. It's only a few. Right, there we go. Making my way up. I think we're actually near the end. I think there's one more stretch. Hey, I can see myself. I saw myself in the reflection. Yep. Oh god, there's a little, I think, potential death in the platforming? I don't know, it could happen. Oh yeah, I know I'll die if I fail this. Yep. Okay. Oh, I screwed that up. There we go. I did it right that time. I was one of you. I'll wait for you. There we go. That's my opening. Yep. I actually kind of wish I had the Aqua Shield here. And there's another red ring for my troubles. Because I believe that was the more difficult route. I can't remember. I think that's the optimal route or not. Either way, that stage is over already. It's a very simple stage of Classic Sonic. It's just, you know, just a few areas with bottomless pits that you gotta watch out for, and that's kind of it. It's just kind of this where these games started showing is kind of where Classic Sonic kind of stopped, I guess, because he kind of stopped around stuff like Sonic CD and all that. And it's where modern Sonic started coming in. Alright, let's get going again. There's Speed Hydrate now that we know the name. I honestly couldn't remember it. It's been forever. Lightspeed Dash is featured in the next act. This is kind of something that got brought in with the Sonic Adventure series. It's a simple, if you travel, you can travel over a certain set of rings by pressing the Y button. But still, it's only used a few times in certain areas. Oh, I missed a grind rail. You can get a lot of boost time. Also, you can run on walls. It's modern Sonic. I know, he's just fast enough to keep going. Yep. I think if I remember correctly, there was another route down below, but every time I tried getting that route, I failed. 10 rings. And here's the light dash. It's sort of just a way to show it off. I should have refrained from making those noises too much. It will get old very fast. It's also fun to do. Yeah, right. I can't just jump from there. I gotta do it from here because it will give me more air. And over there was a red ring at the end of that light dash. If you didn't see him. Only a minute in. I think we're already kind of halfway. Oh, yeah, I did it. You can miss that, and it'll send you further down. But if you do manage, you can skip those guys. And now we're being chased. The police aren't happy with us. I didn't steal the money, I promise. There's actually a red ring in this area, but you kind of have to time yourself correctly on where you're going. It's the instant you kind of get to the end of it, you kind of have to instantly turn on it. Otherwise you will miss that red ring. I did manage to get it though. Yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. Oh god, I got hit by spikes. Good thing I had rings, otherwise that would have been game over. And you know, I don't know, it's just modern Sonic and platforming, I do understand, like, it's not as big a thing anymore. I mean, they do show off the modern Sonic's ability to platform still. But it's a lot more toned down, it's a lot more basic because it's a lot more about speed, as you can see. Oh, where am I going? Here we go. Loop-de-loop. And there's another easy one for you. Simple time. I could have had more rings, but I got hit a couple of times. And again, the ranking system is super easy to use. Because in reality, you just need the time, and you just need to not die. Very, very simple. And that's Speed Hideaway coloured in. You really just look. My words.
Thanks for saving me, Sonic. It was scary in the dark, but I tried to be brave.
Yep. Cream. And you've got more music and stuff out of that. Anyway, let's move on to the next stage because we have to beat all 3 stages in order to get the challenges. And this right here is honestly one of my favourite stages in the entire Sonic series. Mostly because it's the one I've played the most. Not as classic Sonic though. I love City Escape. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of stopped liking Sonic kind of after, you know, I stopped playing the Genesis games. I completely didn't know of his existence afterwards, like stuff like Sonic CD and all that. Which I will, but then we got a GameCube and we got Sonic, and we had Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for it, which had extra stuff alongside the base game. And that rekindled my kind of interest in the Sonic series. I remember I did have the PC version of Adventure 1 in the past, as like my sister gave me a copy of it. Well, I say gave a copy. Internet. And now I kind of have both of them on Steam because Sega decided to release Steam versions of it. I mean, yeah, I got the Director's Cut on Steam, and I've also got the supposed HD version with HD resolutions on of the second game, which is really just it lets you have higher resolutions, but it's still gonna look crap. And I missed that red ring, but I want to go fast. Oh, over there, that's a new power-up. Only used in this stage. Oh god, get away from me, truck. God, he broke it. If I got that skateboard, I would have been able to do a bunch of tricks and stuff and get in certain areas easier. And I timed out horribly. Go away, Gunbot. Oh, here's another one. Basically, the skateboard is you're constantly moving at a set speed that's fast enough, but you can do tricks on ramps. It's a nice build. It's a nice item. Oh hey. I don't remember those characters themselves, but I think that's a reference to one of the older games. I'm pretty sure it's a reference. Also, I just got off for a minute because I love the song. Alright, Gunchuck, you want it? Yeah, he crashed. I don't know, the Gunchuck in the classic stage isn't that scary, mostly because of the perspective. It's a lot more intimidating when it's chasing you. And that's the first half of City Escape done, which is all well and good. If it'll hurry up, we can get into the next one, no problem. Which is honestly one of my favourite stages of this game. And in general, really. Because it's the first thing you ever play on Sonic Adventure 2. Let's drive! Compared to the original, this is a lot less painful. Like, in the original on Sonic Adventure, you know, you couldn't really drive into things because you didn't have stuff like boost and it would actually hurt you. You know, slow you down. But in this, you can just boost through and the cars give you boost and everything. In fact, in reality, you don't want to use the tricks unless you want to get to certain sections because they actually somewhat slow you down. Anyway, over here, as you can see, a red ring. There is another I could go back for, but it's very awkward to turn around on this. I love this. This is a really good remake of the song. It's kind of just, it actually really is just the same song, but he added some extra bits here and there. I love it redoing it a little bit. Steam! Okay, just before you ask, oh, you left Steam online. No, that happens regardless. I can't control that. It just, for some reason, no matter what I try, those pop-ups show up. It annoys the living hell out of me. Although I am excited for what that update was, because it was about Payday 2. And at the time of this recording, it's the time of certain heists to come out. Yep. Yeah, well, it won't stop me from playing. I'm not in a rush. Usually when they make that announcement, it's going to take like an hour or two for stuff to actually come in. Either way, we shouldn't be talking about that game because we're playing Sonic. And really, I kind of said a lot of about this game in the first part. But you know, there is other stuff like, you know, my history with the series and all that. I have gone through into that a little, and being chased by a giant truck isn't actually intimidating. Sad thing is, Big's not around and hidden in the background. That was actually kind of a thing, like, I think originally, in the original version, Big was hiding in the background on the streets. He was a character in Sonic Adventure 1. And then they removed it in certain versions, and then the final version that they've released mostly for like Steam and all that, he's back. It's mostly just a little Easter egg kind of thing that you can notice. Ah, come on, Good Truck, you can try harder than this. Actually, who am I kidding? He can't actually outrun you. He can only keep up. Although, this is a lot more scary for a gun truck. If he can manage to do that. Fortunately, it's dead. And another easy S rank. I always remember trying to get the best time on the stage in Sonic Adventure 2 and I could never get it. So it's just, I always wanted it to go so fast, and I would always get killed because of it, because of the homing attack and everything. It irritated me a hell of a lot, but at the same time, I loved it. So much that I'm resisting the urge to go back and play this again.
Thanks, Big Blue. That's the first time I've ever been stolen.
Yep, oh yeah. As you kind of mentioned, these two stages, since they're both the Sonic Adventure games, I think this is also around the point when the whole Sonic X series started. That's kind of something I kind of remember, because a majority of the episodes I remember kind of based themselves around the stories of these two games, and then they had like a bunch of other episodes. And then you come to the games this originated from. Oh boy, did they try something and it didn't work out in the end. Sonic Heroes, everybody. It had really good stages in my mind, but boy did everything else suck. I don't know, I just, honestly, Sonic Heroes, I'm gonna admit, it's one of those guilty pleasure games, to me. It's not good, but I like to play it. Mostly because of the whole idea. It's like Sonic Riders on the Xbox. I like that game a lot. I don't like the other, I've seen the other ones and I absolutely despise them. Because it just seems horrible and, oh great. I guess I'm gonna take some practice. Or I could just jump on this one. I don't know, it's just like, I like the original Sonic Freeriders and I like Sonic Heroes, mostly because they were actually somewhat competent at showing their mechanics. But they really didn't do it. Like with Sonic Heroes, I really liked the areas and everything, like they were nice designs. And the whole idea of a... God damn it, Steam! I'm ignoring it. If I ignore it, it'll go away. As I was saying, it's like, I like the design of Sonic Heroes with like the stage and everything. Like, I really like Seaside Hill as a first stage, and like there's other places as well, which I can't remember the names of. Like, I think there was like a Neo Tokyo themed kind of state area. And I also kind of like the idea of like, there were 4 separate campaigns, each would basically being the same, but each one was meant to be tailored differently in difficulty and style. And oh god, I hated the chaotic stages. I think that's an agreement from everyone who's played that game. Like, you had a Sonic stage, Sonic's campaign, which is, you know, Sonic Tales of Knuckles, and it was more of a normal difficulty. Then you had like Shadow, Rogue, and Omega the robot? I can't remember. Omega only really showed up in the games for Sonic Adventure and Heroes, in my memory. And they was kind of the same deal, but they were made more difficult. And then you had like AVs, which had like Big and Cream as partners, and those were meant to be easier. Then you had the Chaotic stage, which was based around finding little critters in every stage in order to complete it. And that was annoying. They give you hints, but you're only allowed so many. And that's it, you just get the hints. You don't get a extra thing like, you know, a tracker, if I recall. From like, let's say Sonic Adventure with Knuckles. Knuckles stages where it was emerald hunting, but you had a tracker that showed you when you were near, and it got and it beeped more when you were closer. And I'm really not paying attention to the game. I am paying attention to the game, but I'm not really talking about it. Mostly because this is a simple situation here, like, I could be crushed by that, but I can just keep running. Oh, I missed the red ring. If I'm correct, you can't actually dodge those spinning wheels. If you do manage to get behind one, another one's just gonna spawn right behind you. I don't know if you're gonna admit, Sonic Heroes and another game which unfortunately never got shown again after the first game, never got any more light. Kind of, you know, it just stayed on the ground. I don't mean it wasn't a great game, but you know, I'll probably go into it another time when it feels more comfortable, when it feels in a better situation. God, I am fucking up my words today. Yeah, Seaside Hill and the other stages from Sonic Heroes kind of makes me feel like a guilty pleasure. Well, let's get back in there with the modern version. Wall jumps. We already done wall jumps, but I'll show them off. Basically, most walls that let you slide on them, you can jump to the other wall next to it and continue on, and it lets you get up to higher places. Yeah, that's a simple idea of wall jumps.